Hello, beautiful people. I am so excited because in today's video, I am going to be talking to you about the things I liked about quarantine. Okay, so to start off, the first thing that I really liked and was very grateful for was the fact that I got to rest and recuperate. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually really difficult the first 2 weeks for me because I am so used to going, and like getting things done, being productive, working really hard, being diligent, and then all of a sudden, all of that just stopped. And I was like, what do I do with my life? And so it was a transition, and I had to kind of rebuild a different routine. But I'm so grateful because I, at the same time, got to really give myself rest physically, mentally, and emotionally that I needed, especially because of reason number 2. So the second thing that I liked was being able to do reflection and inner work. That takes a lot. It just takes a lot because you have to really look inward and ask yourself some pretty tough questions and be willing to answer them honestly. You'd think talking to yourself it would be easier because you're like, I don't have to share this with anybody. I don't have to, like, I'm not being held accountable. But when you really do personal development and you're reflecting on your life, you realize you have to take responsibility for like a large portion of what has happened in your life. And not everything that has happened to you, but how you respond, how you've reacted, how you've chosen to move forward, how you may not have chosen to move forward. Personal development is a lot of work. Totally worth it, but a lot of work. And so being able to give myself permission to rest and recuperate and not feel guilty emotionally while while I was going through personal development it was wonderful. It was so nice. The third thing that I liked about it was being able to spend quality time with the people I love. So being that I was stuck here in America, I had plans to go back to Vietnam after like 2 weeks and then like maybe even 3 weeks and like get back to business as normal. And obviously I'm still here in America. And it was such a blessing because I got to spend time with my mom, who I absolutely love and adore, and just my heart's happy just thinking about her. And then I got to spend time with my brother and his wife and his son, which is great because he's still little and like he has a quizzical brow and he's always like, but do I know you? Are you cool? You're on trial, which is interesting because he's almost 2. But it's been really good because we've been able to build a relationship and a bond, and he's like, oh, I like you. So that makes me feel good. The fourth thing that I like is being able to get to work on personal projects. I am a lover of life. I am a lover of people. I just love doing things that are going to help people. And so I have projects that I have wanted to really push forward and to move forward with, but because I was working so much and my time was kind of split between my jobs and tutoring and then taking care of myself and learning Vietnamese and traveling, like all this stuff, a lot of those got pushed to the back. And what's been amazing about quarantine and kind of this lull, not so much a lag, but like this lull in everything life, has been that I've been able to gain more clarity and I've really been able to put effort into doing what I want to do with my projects. So I'm so grateful. And when we were in quarantine, like, you can go out for a walk and to the grocery store and that's pretty much it. It actually was so wonderful because I just had all the time to do what I needed to do. I loved it. Next thing, I got to catch up with a lot of people here in the States. So because the majority of the time that I come home, I am only here for 2.5, 3 weeks, which means I'm very selective with the people that I choose to hang out with and connect with, because honestly, I want to make sure that the people that are a priority in my life, the people that I have close relationships with, get that time first, as opposed to just like people that I know and I used to hang out with. And so it was really nice that since I was here longer, I could take the time to at least reach out to them, talk to them on Facebook, be like, yes, I am in town. After this craziness settles down, let's get together. It's been really great because I've been able to follow through with that. As you guys have seen from my vlogs, if you don't watch my vlogs, you totally should, but I was able to go out to Arizona and spend time with a friend. I'm actually headed up to Seattle in a couple weeks, next week, not a couple weeks, next week, to spend time with my family up there. And it's just been really, really great because while in quarantine, I could reach out to them and just let them know, hey, I'm here, let's chat, and like build our relationship so that it has like a stronger bond and it's not surface. So I've really enjoyed that. And the last thing, which is, I won't say my favorite thing because I really liked personal development and being able to just like chill. Those are probably my top two. And this is the third one, is I gotta save so much money. Oh my gosh, because everything was closed, I couldn't go anywhere, I couldn't do anything. I saved so much money, which was awesome. If you guys don't know, I have a channel, I have an Instagram, and I have videos that I post about my financial journey, and it was so great. The month of April and the month of May were wonderful. I was able to make huge strides, accomplish some, like one really big financial goal, and it was all because I had to save money. Like I could not go out and spend money. I also learned that I knew this, but I didn't know to the extent. I am a shopper. Like I go out and probably waste time looking for something to buy. It's ridiculous. So when the stores were closed and I didn't have that temptation, like I couldn't just run up the street to Target, and I couldn't just run up the street to like Barnes and Nobles or to Ross or whatever, I was like, oh, I have to like be very intentional and like do something with my money other than just like I'm a baller. One day I'll be a baller, but right now we have to count those little ducats. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, those are the 6 things that I absolutely liked about being in quarantine. Next week, I'm going to do a video about the things I didn't like about quarantine. Those are also really interesting. I will see you guys then. Bye.